What's up, Jason?
What up, Rock? Happy Father's Day.
Thank you. Same to you. No, I'm messing with y'all, Jason.
I wish, man.
No, don't wish that on yourself right now.
Right.
Yeah, good.
Now, were you busy?
Finna play this game. You know I'm about to play this game because you know you got an alert that I was about to play. You see me playing live. You know,
I ain't even online.
you ain't turned my alerts on, man, so you can see me online, so you can watch me.
I turned it on, but like I'll get it like in the morning or something when I check my email, and it's like Rock Reference went online. I was like, man, I missed it.
No, because sometimes, I would have turned it off too, because I be going on 2 or 3 o'clock at night, and you be like, what the hell? And then you look up like, oh, man, Rock, come on, man. You messing shit. I'm trying to sleep here, and I hear alert. Hey, I just got another follower. And it's called I Aim With My Ass. What the hell? I just get the randomest people. One dude sent me some gay video talking about, I got a new song for you. And I say, well, send me the link so I can watch it. I'm going to watch it live. And you know the audio come through and all that. And I clicked the YouTube video. There's a white dude over there with chaps. Is talking about, like, I like to suck white dicks. And I'm like, what the hell? I say, man, you set me up for failure, man. What you doing? I say, I don't know if I should block you or delete you, but I need the followers, so I'm gonna leave you alone. I just know not to click no more links that you
Need
send me.
something? I'm sure we can come to an agreement.
I ain't even see you. Now I got somebody just not coming in talking about I aim with my ass. Okay, where is this going? Like, what is this?
Yeah, they got some crazy people.
Introducing your champion.
Yeah, why? What you got going on?
Huh?
Why? What you trying to do? I know you trying to mess with some music or something.
Rock, man,
I'm the job master. Don't worry, I'll take care of you.
Good.
I'm the jump master.
Every time I try to go into,
Trust just your eyes and you'll lose.
whatever, it won't even let me do that. They keep saying select license to activate. I've activated everything.
Okay, yeah. Cause you know with other streaming site I was about to start, cause they got all kind of web pages where you could go and they get a percentage of your tutorial classes. I was finna start a tutorial streaming on Pro Tools, so you might be my first victim tonight. And it's not gonna be for the ones that actually use Pro Tools already. This is for strictly beginners. This boy cleaned out this whole area, didn't leave me not one weapon, but a Mozone beak. Really, dude. That ain't cool. Now I'm stuck out like Chuck with no weapon. Yeah. That I do it late on night. How late you think about staying up?
Oh man, I try to be up to about 12 or 1.
Oh yeah, 12 or 1. I ain't talking about that late, but I stay up that late, but I hit you up early. You still staying with old girl or you staying with mom and pops? Oh, when you say my old spice, what happened, man? What happened? What happened?
Man, see, her and we not together right now. I'm be honest with you, I hope that we do get back together. But I ain't gonna lie, it don't look too good right now, right?
Yeah. Well, shit, usually when alcohol is involved, shit stuff, you know, views change. And that's the best way to say it. Views change real quick, and that's why I stopped the alcohol. You know what I mean? So that's hold up, man. Hold up. Let me pick this up real quick and then pick this back up. I was tripping on something. I was picking up items and wasn't concentrating on what I was doing. Did that dude take off? Yeah. Most of the time when you say, because I know you weren't no real drinker at the same time. You know what I mean? You just casual, just like me. And most people that's not casual, they want to drink. They want to not remember what they got into. You know what I mean? And I used to live that lane, so I know the difference of a drinker and a non-drinker, and where your life is at and where you want to be at and stuff. So she lives life pretty much right now. It doesn't matter, YOLO. She lives off the typical y'all generation lifestyle. You know what I mean? And you're gonna be there. It's gonna work out because she gonna go through somewhere that alcohol put her in a bad place. You get what I mean? And stuff, and that's where everybody gets at a point in a drinking stage. Oh man, why y'all shooting at my boy like
30
that?
seconds to get
Get that! How my boy fall? Ooh, that boy got gold.
Reloading.
Hold up. Let me get this off if I can. Where's that? Man, had one sitting up at the top, man. I was about to give it to her though. She had to leave because I was going to give it to her. She really didn't want it. Yeah, but and you don't want to change. You get what I mean? You don't want to change who you are as a person. At the same time, and you like thinking like, man, should I drink more, or should I do the things that she want to do and not worry about where I want to be in 5 years and stuff? Because she probably the same person want to be somewhere in 5 years, but she figured that it's gonna happen because you just there, and you're the type person that put in work to get where you want to be at. You get what I mean? And she's the kind of like say la vie, or that's another whatever would be. You know what I mean? And I'm throwing in French too. But the whole thing is, eventually she gonna come around, and eventually she won't. You know what I mean? So that's a 50-50 chance. But no, I'm gonna say it's a 75-25 because alcohol and drugs usually put you in a situation where you want to do better. And I'm not saying like she's a true alcoholic or anything like that, but anybody that drinks regularly, I can say that's, to me, as an alcoholic. And you have to put yourself in that category to say that you're an alcoholic if you have to have a 6-pack of beer a day. You know what I mean? If you gotta have a drink a day. If you can't go a whole week without drinking and stuff like that, you're an alcoholic. If you can't not smoke weed in a day, you're a dope head. Right. You're a weed head. And some people happy to be called a weed head. Some people are like, I don't mind. It's from the earth. Like, okay, I believe everything from the earth. That's just like going eating poison berries just because it's from the earth. They say it's from the earth, but them berries kill you. And stuff. It alters something in your body that starts killing something in your body. Same thing with weed. It goes to a certain spot in your brain over and over because it makes you hallucinate in those spots. So it heats up that area. It dehydrates the area in your brain to make you hallucinate. Every drug does that. And anything, that's what sugar is. It's a drug. It goes to a certain spot. That's why they say sugar ain't good to you, because it's almost the same exact spot that cocaine goes to. And that's a proven scientific fact that cocaine and sugar are about the same thing. So if you take enough sugar in, you can get the same high as cocaine. But it's legal, right? It's legal to do that. So that's why they made these energy drinks with a lot of sugar in it and Cokes and caffeine. And that's why back in the days, people say, man, it's Coke in Coca-Cola. No, it was just so much sugar in Coca-Cola, you had the same effects as cocaine.
Right.
So that's and it starts burning a spot in your brain. Like you seen the commercial talking about this is your brain on drugs. And it shows it burning that egg the same way it burns every egg the same position. So that's what it's doing in your brain. And once you take that drug so many times, you build a tolerance to it because you burnt a hole in that spot. So you need more to actually get that same high because you got to make it through that membrane that you burnt off and made it tougher. So now you need more drugs to get that same high. So they chasing that same high that they got when they first burnt that spot in their brain. So that's what drugs do. They heat. I ain't gonna say burn. I'm gonna say it heats up that spot. It heats up that spot in your brain or dehydrates that spot. And anything you take water away from, it usually it overheats. Like your car, you take the water out and it's still running and doing things, it started overheating. But if it had the water in there to lubricate it and keep it cool, it's gonna stay cool. So that's what's going on. I don't know why I got so deep into science now. Why I'm talking the medical term, but I'm talking about your relationship. That's what I'm supposed to be talking about. But she come back around eventually, man, because or you will come back around and say, you know what, it's not that bad. You know, just because she likes to do these things and I don't, maybe I need to give in a little bit more. I don't have to be drinking as hard as she drank just because she wants to drink. Or just because she wants to do certain things. I'm going to take drinking out. Just because she want to do these things and I don't. Maybe I have to, what's the word they use? What is they start with a C?
Cold.
Huh?
Cold turkey.
No. I ain't talking about stopping the drugs. You went right back to drugs. What's the word? See, I did embedded drugs and drinking in your head. When you have to cooperate with somebody, it's another word for it. Where you have to. No, it's probably not a C then. Because I'm lost for words right now. Because I tell the wife that all the time. And I say, man, I have to. All the time. I have to. What's the word? You have to. When you want to meet somebody halfway. Or you have to change what you.
You have to. I know what you're talking about. Why? I don't think we begin with a C. Why?
Yeah, no, I don't know why I was thinking of a C. Maybe what's the word I always use when I say I always give up something? Compromise. It is a C. Compromise. You might have to compromise your way of living or compromise your things because in a relationship sometimes you have to compromise things, you know what I mean? Compromise the way you want to be or where you want to be at that time and say maybe she's the one that, because the reason why I'm not at the point where I need to be is because I'm not listening to her and I'm not trying to compromise any of my ways. Right. And a woman take that real hard most of the time when you're not willing to compromise with her. Women do because they're emotional beings. Now us, we more logical and technical thinking on how we do it, even though you got logical women out there, but they use their emotions mostly attached with it, but we don't attach our emotions to it. So what I'm telling you, you might have to compromise a little bit, but don't compromise where your integrity of how you want to be as a person is compromised. Where you feel like, nah, I'm not going to be no dopehead. No, I'm not going to be no alcoholic. You could compromise and let her do what she want to do and enjoy it with her. And don't judge her from what she's doing. Because that's probably what's going on right now. I ain't saying alcohol. You're probably judging more than trying to say, you know what, it ain't that bad. Because my daddy was like that. My mama was like that. My cousin was like that. And he a millionaire. You know what I mean? So you got to look at it as certain people that went through those things and actually still achieve what they wanted in life.
Right.
So that's what you got to get at, because you can't just keep throwing away girls or having girls throw you away because you don't want to compromise. And you're like, man, I compromise a lot, Rock. I started learning how to make drinks and all that, because I remember that. But that wasn't enough. You know what I mean? It wasn't enough. That wasn't enough compromising for her.
Yeah. Her and I, we got into like a big argument. I'm gonna have to tell you about it one day. It's long, bro. And it was really like a 3 week, period that, things just started going crazy. But it was like what really just set it off was like one day, but it was so much going on in that one day.
Right.
So,
Well, I'm gonna tell you, I don't know what it is yet, but that's part of the compromise. Because what comes with that type of lifestyle is a bunch of friends.
right.
Because she's trying to be around the friends that's at likeness. You know what I mean? And you try to be around your friends of likeness that's not as much as what she's doing. So you might have prejudged and thought something was more happening. But eventually it could happen at the same time, because that's where you probably at the point like, you know what? I'm not saying that it did, but it looked a little bit kind of not right. You know what I mean? So she wasn't trying to compromise for you and say, I get what you're saying, da-da-da. But you wasn't trying to compromise and give her a little bit of leeway. Like, right, I gave her leeway for a minute, and it wasn't changing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, it wasn't changing, so I thought she would change a little bit for me. So that's telling you mostly she didn't want to change. And that's why I was getting at the beginning of this conversation. A lot of times they don't want to change at that point, but they have to go through something. Once they go through something, then they look for something stable. You get what I mean? Then they look for something stable and they come back to the stability. Like, remember old lady at the beginning when you was with her, she was looking for stability and you was looking like, hey man, she ain't up to speed yet. Like, I don't know. But then you got to a point like, man, I think she was the better one for me, but I think I passed it up because I was trying to get it. Because I was still young, but now you done got a few years older. And you're like, man, I don't know, Rock. I ain't heard from her, but I heard she kind of settled in with somebody else and stuff. But you was like, man. But that's that compromise. Sometimes you have to compromise a little bit and still be able to get to where you want. Because I'm telling you, God don't place nobody, well, I ain't going to say tell you, but you know this. God places different people in our lives at different times when you feel like you're being misguided or going on the wrong track. Even though it might be the wrong person for you, you feel like. But a lot of times those wrong people make you look back at yourself and put you on a whole different path where you need to go.
Right.
That's jobs, that's everything in life. So you can't just turn your back like most church people do on anything that doesn't relate to what they like in life. Or what the Bible says or what religion says. They say, because you might be misreading it a certain way and only using that verse as a tool of saying, nah, I ain't going that way. There's other tools in there too. I have other verses in there that you can use as a tool to kind of contradict what that one's saying. So it's really about living. That's the main part that they ain't got in that Bible that it's explaining, but you still got to live. It is still actions going on, and I'm not saying your actions are gonna be perfect every time, but you got to know right from wrong, and know how to use them, and know how to listen. That's the whole game. And I forgot I was over here streaming live